Okay, let's take a look and see what you might want to take in the fall semester coming up. First, these yellow ones are our foundational. There's no prerequisites. You can take them at any time. So if you have not finished 300, which is materials of construction, 301, which is intro to CAD, and 320, which is 3D graphics and design, you would want to do those. Okay, now 301 is a pretty heavy course, and some students may wish to take 2 semesters to do that. You could take a new course called 303 to do the first half of 301. Okay, but 301 is really important. You need to have 301 completed before you can take these blue ones, which are our intermediate courses. They're really our technical skill courses. 302, which is technical documentation, 310, graphical analysis. Those are the ones that are available in the fall. So, you know, you would want to get 302 done and 310 done because those are often prerequisites for what you might take in the spring. Okay, so get as far along this as you can in the fall. You have to have 301 in order to take 302. Okay, so that's sort of the plan. Fill these ones in 300, 301, 320 with whatever you're missing in the fall and take 302 and 310. Okay? And that gets you set up for our second year courses. If you've had all of those, or if you have at least had 301, 302, and either 325 or 328, then that qualifies you to take 340 residential design or 351 plus 352. This is an 8-week course, 351, followed by another 8-week course, 352. 351 is surveying for architects, and 352 is land planning for architects. Now, what's really interesting is 352, it's listed in here because they follow on each other. 351 does have prerequisites. Okay, you should have had 301, 302, and maybe 325 or 328. 352 has no prerequisites now. It may still show that they are in the schedule, but there are no prerequisites for 352. You'll learn how to do everything in that class. It's Revit based, but at a level that's planning level, so you can learn that on the fly as you go. So that's the plan. Okay, be sure you've taken 301 and then take either 302 and or 310. 302 is the most important of those because it's the gateway to your spring advanced courses. Okay, and then of course 310 is also super helpful for those advanced courses too. And then if you've had a bunch of these yellow and blue ones already, sign up for 340 residential design and 351 and 352. There's also the design hub on here and a few other things. So let's take a look. One is we've got this 270 and 271. We're reintroducing our drone classes that we did until the pandemic, and now we're ready to give those again. They're very short classes, and they're just bare bones introductions so that you can fly safely and know what drones are used for. They are not Part 107 licensing classes. They've actually got those at Sac City, and so I can strongly suggest if you would like to make drones part of your career, which they are really a big part of design and survey and roofing and things like that, that you check out the Sac City offerings for the Part 107 drone pilot license classes. Okay, so those are really cool classes. They are in person only, as you can imagine. And we're purchasing, our old drones just aren't up to date enough, so we're purchasing 5 new drones so that there's plenty of hands on, although there's a lot of classroom activities for these too. Okay, Design 300 says it's in person, but I'm the instructor for that, and I accept fully online asynchronous students. So go ahead and sign up. There's a whole bunch of sections of 301. So those are important. You can take them in person or fully online, either way. And so those are both available. And then we have Design 302, which is technical documentation. That's in person, but you can also do that one online. And then we've got a new one, 303. This is the first half of 301. Okay, so if you are a little bit time constrained but still want to learn basics of AutoCAD, this would be a great way to do it. Okay, then we get into our 302 is an intermediate class. You have to have 301 to do that. 310, intermediate class. You have to have 301 to do that. 320 is foundational. Okay, it says in person, but again, I accept all online. And don't worry about the low number of open seats. Everybody who signs up gets in. Then we have our more advanced classes, 340. That one is in person. It really is best in person. But if you really can't make it, you can get a hold of Carrie and see if you can make arrangements. 351 is in person. That's survey. You've got to touch our equipment. You must be able to be on campus for that. There's just no way around it. 352 says it's in person, but I accept all online. Okay. 495 is independent study. If you're interested in really independent study, you don't get any help, but you want some credit to do something cool, you can contact me and ask about that. And 498 is our work experience that goes along with the Design Hub. Okay, so if you're interested in a Design Hub internship, you can check that out. So now I'm going to summarize again. You want to fill in 300, 301, 320. That's material resources, intro to CAD, 3D graphics and design. Those ones are foundational. You need those. If you've had Design 301, you're ready for 302, 310. 310 is only offered in the fall, so it's now or never. Not never, but it's a long way away if you don't take it in the fall. If you've had 301 and 302, you can check to see if you're strong enough for 340. It really should have 325 along with it. Okay, so that's for 340. And then 351 and 352. These ones you can get by again with 301 and 302, even if it says you need more than that. And 352, the prerequisites have been waived. So there we go. That's what's up for the fall.